I'm Seth Hillary Jackson. I'm here to do original songs. And I'm still setting up. It takes several steps to get this live thing to be working right. So let me just click a few buttons here. Here's a button I gotta click. And here's a button I gotta click. And now I am alive. I think everywhere I need to be live, I'm live. Now I still have to arrange some windows so I can see all the comments, because comments could be coming from many different places. All right, now we're all set. So I'm here to do original songs. I don't know what I'm going to play. I have not. I don't set my set lists in advance. I just kind of wing it. David is here. Hi, David. So, I probably think maybe it's a good idea to just start with my latest single, because it's my latest single. And the story behind the song is, by the way, this is actually the very first song I ever wrote. I wrote it all the way back in 1983, and I recently came across this recording, and I played it for some fellow songwriters, and they said, you should release this, because it's still relevant. So I had to change a few words, a couple of lines, because there were some things that were out of date, and I had to make those changes. But otherwise, this is the very first song I ever wrote. Packed my bags and I went off to school. It cost a lot of money, but I am no fool, 'cause everybody knows that you need an education to find a good career and wealth accumulation. Now I'm graduating and I'm looking for work. Nobody wants to hire me, I feel like a jerk. I'm looking and I'm searching, all I get is bad news. I'll tell you what it is, I got the job search blues. I show up for the interview, I walk up to the desk, give my name, receptionist types it in and says, the boss will be here shortly, make yourself at home. Relax and have a seat while I call him on the phone. Instead I'm getting nervous, the tension it's mounting. The palms are getting sweaty and my pulse rate is accounting. I'm looking for rewards, but I'm paying my dues, headed for another round of job search blues. A man comes down the hall, he shakes my hand. I hope he likes my grip, I hope he likes the way I stand. We go up to his office, I sit down in a chair, answer a few questions, then he gives me a stare. He says, I'm sorry, but you're not the one we're looking for. It's been nice meeting you, let me show you to the door. I don't know what went wrong, I'm still looking for clues. There's just no escaping from the job search blues. I get back home and there's a letter for me. The envelope said that it's from the company I spoke to last week, and I thought I had a chance, so I opened it up. It said, Dear applicant, we enjoyed meeting you. Thanks for taking the time to come here and see us. We think that you're fine. It's just that, well, you see, there's a lot of competition, and we've hired someone else to fill the position. I fold the letter up, I add it to the pile with all the other dings I've been saving all the while. I think about my friends who were making 50 grand, and I'm a-sitting here without an offer in hand. I guess I should be busy looking through recruiting sites to find some more positions to which I can apply. But something deep inside me says I won't be amused. I expect another dose of the job search blues. Thank you, Lily. I appreciate that. Please, everybody, if you're enjoying this, please share the live and invite more friends. So again, I'm Seth Hillary Jackson. I'm doing original songs for you. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you. So please share and invite your friends, and press the like button. That, I guess, tells the algorithm that you're enjoying this. Actually, I'm streaming. There's several different ways I can stream. And the app I'm seeing now is not really showing me all of the, like if you're doing likes, I can't see them. But please do them. Please send them. And, you know, if you can send along some gifts, those would be totally appreciated. And, you know, share the live. The reason I'm streaming on this app is because I can go on multiple platforms. Whereas if I use the TikTok studio, I can only stream on TikTok. Let me see what I can. So I'm viewing this through my browser. It's the TikTok Live Center. But it doesn't show me everything. Oh, I can see there are likes coming in. Thank you. I appreciate the likes. I can see the number of them. Usually if I'm on the TikTok app or their studio, I can see the hearts coming here. But here I'm seeing the number. It's showing me a number. So I really appreciate the likes. Keep them coming. And let's see. So I have these original songs. I haven't decided in advance which ones I'm going to play. Or how many I'm going to play. You know, if you've been to my lives before, you've probably heard me talk about the fact that I have long COVID, which manifests as chronic fatigue. So, you know, I do these when I can, and I go for as long as I can. So I was just reading a little more, another story about, you know, anti-war protests. So I might as well play this song. I actually wrote this. I got an email. I got a message from a fan who said we should have more songs about peace. So I thought, okay, well, maybe I should write one then. But I didn't want to write one unless I could think of something to say that hasn't been said in a million other anti-war songs. Oh, you again? Oh, you know, I would block you, but I can't block you from this app. So you're lucky. You get a break for now. So anyway, here's what I came up with. The soldiers and the missiles, the rubble of the buildings. But I appreciate that you do show up to my lives. At least you care enough. The soldiers and the missiles, the rubble of the buildings, the ever-growing toll of death. I can't fathom all the killing. I sit in my comfortable living room, thousands of miles away, trying to come up with something deep and important to say. But the evils of war have been covered before. I've got no new world-changing thoughts to unleash. So all I can do is hope I'll break through with one more song about peace. A song won't stop an army. Can't undo the bombing, but if I can touch a single heart, at least that would be something. So I'll send this one simple message out to anyone I can. It shouldn't be a whole lot to ask for. Just be kind to your fellow man. The evils of war have been covered before. I got no new world-changing thoughts to preach. So all I can do is hope I'll break through with one more song about peace. I picture a time when armies and guns are replaced by cooperation, 'cause every impossible dream come true. Starts with the imagination. The evils of war have been covered before. I got no new world-changing thoughts to teach. So all I can do is hope I'll break through with one more song about peace. All I can do is hope I'll break through with one more song about peace. So here's one more song about peace. Yeah, it's too bad I can't block this idiot. No offense, Andrew, but you are kind of an idiot. I don't even know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I guess you're at least, commenting. It tells the algorithm that I'm getting engagement, so I guess that's a good thing. Thank you, Sadie. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Scrambled Egg. Thank you, everyone. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Scrambled Egg. Let's see. What should I do next? Okay, I got a song. I'm dedicating this to Andrew because the title is just fitting. And it's called Dumb and Dumber. It's a country song that I wrote many years ago. So, here's how it goes. When it comes to my heart, I always use my head. I don't get involved because I know how insane love gets. I read the book about Venus and Mars with my feet firmly on Earth. But I fell for her and blew it real bad, then messed it up worse. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, I sure did catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. She's a homecoming queen. She's the 4th of July. One look at her and I was stark raving out of my mind. We lit a flame till my brain stepped in and said, get a grip on yourself. Now I gotta see her holding hands with somebody else. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, I sure did catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. I use logic, I take calculated risks, but I didn't count on wanting her like this. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, oh man, did I catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. Thank you, Sadie, for the follow. I know it's like this poor sob, desperate for attention. I guess some people think bad attention is better than no attention. So, okay. What's next? What shall we do next? Okay, should we do another country song? You know, I used to write country songs. I used to, my goal was to be a songwriter, like what they call an outside songwriter, or a non-performing songwriter. So I'd write songs that, you know, first I started doing country songs, and I would go to Nashville, Tennessee. I was living in LA, and I'd make trips to Nashville, Tennessee, and I'd write with other writers, and I'd pitch songs to publishers and sometimes even record labels if I could get in. And I came so close, but yet so far. And I started doing pop songs also. So I have a lot of these country songs and pop songs. Oh, here's one. Let's see, I haven't done this one in a while. You know, I really should remember. So I have this song written in the Nashville number system. So in Nashville, if you go into the studio and you hire musicians and they got to play the song, they don't write down the chords. They write down the numbers of the chords, which means like if you're in the key of C, the chord C would be 1, and you know, D minor would be 2, et cetera, et cetera. And that way, you know, they could say, all right, they'd have this chart with numbers, and they'd say, all right, well, let's play it in the key of C, and they'd play it in the, you know, the singer actually wants it in the key of D. So they say, okay, let's play it in the key of D, and they look at the chart and they'd see the numbers so they could easily transpose the song. So I have this written out in Nashville numbers, but I didn't mark down what key this is in. I think it's in G. I'm going to try this out. At Echo Canyon, it's always the same. On this ledge where she stood and called out my name. This big empty silence is all that I hear, but the memory of her voice is so clear. She said, I love you, love you, love you, at Echo Canyon. But her words faded away on the wind. Now I'm standing on the edge of Echo Canyon, and the hurt comes back to me again and again. This used to be heaven, the wide open space, and the sun's golden rays on her pretty face. But the endless horizon and a longing to roam led her far from these hills where we built our home. She said, I love you, love you, love you, at Echo Canyon. But her words faded away on the wind. Now I'm standing on the edge of Echo Canyon, and the hurt comes back to me again and again. The mountaintops cry as the big lonesome sky stretches on and on. They're repeating to me, boy, you'd better believe that she's gone. She's gone. She said, I love you, love you, love you, at Echo Canyon. But her words faded away on the wind. Now I'm standing on the edge of Echo Canyon, and the hurt comes back to me again and again. Now I'm standing on the edge of Echo Canyon, and the hurt comes back to me again and again at Echo Canyon. Thank you, Kins. Thank you. Oh, your username's a symbol, so I don't know what to call you. Well, I don't really have any songs in that old of a country style. That one I just played is sort of a traditional country, but it's more like 90s country. I have a bunch of songs that are kind of 90s country because that's when I first started. That's when I first started going to Nashville, and I was a student of the craft. So, I don't know, I like these country songs. I could do another country song, or maybe I can do, let's see. All right, well, this is actually a song I really like. I wrote this basically for my wife, or about my wife and I. It's a celebration. We met under very unlikely circumstances, and we went through a lot of stuff, and we had family, we had kids, the kids went off to college, and here we are still together. So that's what the song is. Even though we came from such different worlds, at that one single time and place on earth, there we were. Now somehow, when so many years have flown, look around at this place that we call home. Here we are, day after day after day, page after calendar page. Nothing could stand in our way. We're joined at the heart. We could have drifted apart anywhere under the stars, but of all places we both could be, here we are. Through those times when it all seemed way too much, and it felt like both of us had enough. Still here we are. Cry or laugh at the things we did back then. Still it all comes down to this in the end. Here we are. Day after day after day, page after calendar page. Nothing could stand in our way. We're joined at the heart. We could have drifted apart anywhere under the stars, but of all places we both could be, here we are. Day after day after day, page after calendar page. Nothing could stand in our way. We're joined at the heart. We could have drifted apart anywhere under the stars, but of all places we both could be, here we are. Here we are. Of all places we both could be, here we are. Thank you, Radical Bradley. Oh, I can see the rows. Oh, great. I didn't know I'd be able to see those on this. Hey, I appreciate, any gifts you can send and any shares and any likes. Thank you. Thank you, Kins, for the follow. Thank you, Bradley. Thank you, Jack. Totally appreciate it. Okay, I don't know how much longer I can go because, as some of you already know, and I've said it many times, I have long COVID, which manifests as chronic fatigue. And if I overdo it, it makes things worse. And the problem is, I don't even know until it's too late that I've overdone it. But this is really so much fun that, oh, thank you, Christian. I didn't see your comment, but thank you so much. Thank you, Jack, if I didn't say that already. Oh, thank you, Mary. Thank you, Annika, for the share. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry too. Thank you, Lily, for the like. I totally appreciate the like. And once I get on here, I love chatting with you all and doing my songs for you, and then I get tired. But I want to do at least one more. I have all these political songs. I kind of feel like doing one of those, but then if I do a political song, I feel like I can make enemies. I don't want to make enemies. But on the other hand, I do want to say what I want to say. I'm an artist. I want to express myself. I want to change the world. So, all right, I'm going to do this one. I'm not going to do my most controversial one, but this one, I feel like, thank you, Jack. I'm going to sleep soon too. How long have I been on here anyway? Maybe I should end it. I'm sorry, I should end it. It says 29 minutes and 49 seconds. And I don't know if TikTok actually has this thing where I have to be on 25 minutes for the live to, quote, count. Because I have this access, I can do it from my desktop, other than, instead of my phone, and I have to use that for a certain amount of time. And I am getting tired, so I do want to do this political song, but I guess maybe I'll have to hold off for my health. And I totally appreciate you all being here, and I have to find a way to block that troll because he... I don't know why. I mean, at least he cares enough about me to come on here and waste his time and waste everybody else's time. But, oh, Emiliano, I was just about to wrap this up. Ah, Now I almost feel obligated to do another song, but you know, my health has to take priority. So, oh, thank you for the roses, Emiliano. I totally appreciate it. I know you just got here, and I'm leaving, but I definitely want to say hi and shout you out because you're awesome, and I really appreciate your support. So everybody, you know, my music is also on Spotify and all the streaming platforms. On YouTube, and I have a website, SethHillaryJackson.com. So please check those out. There's a link in my bio that leads to a smart link that will, you know, take you to my website and my Spotify and my YouTube and, you know, my other social media. So check that out. And, you know, like I said before, I really have a hard time scheduling these lives because of my health condition. So I just kind of, when I can, I jump on for as long as I can go, and hopefully, you know, you get notified and you can join. I'm really working up. I really want to try to. I'm actually not getting better. You know, I saw this. I found this chronic fatigue clinic in New York, and I asked this guy, "Is this ever going to go away?" And he said, "No." I'm like, I hope he's wrong. I know some people have long COVID and then it goes away after months, weeks, years, and then sometimes it never goes away. So I hope they come up with a new treatment. You know, I think that's probably my best shot is if they come up with something, because I don't think it's going to go away on its own. But I guess I have to live with it. And I did write a song about this. It's called Long Haul, and it's on my website, it's on Spotify, and it's on all those places. So you can check that out. And I hope you'll listen to my recorded music elsewhere and watch my videos on my TikTok, on my profile. I've been telling my story, my life story. You know, I was really wanting to tell about my music career and, you know, how I got involved with music. And that kind of led me off on a tangent because, you know, I tried playing guitar when I was 10 years old, and I ended up quitting for a number of reasons. A big one being that I didn't really practice. And one of the big reasons I didn't practice is I really would rather play sports. I was really into sports when I was a kid, and I'd rather do that than sit with the guitar. So I ended up talking about my sports, and that led me into, well, it's a long story how I got into music, but I used to listen to music when I was a kid, and then, you know, when the Beatles made their debut, I saw their debut on TV on the Ed Sullivan Show, and the Beatles, like, that just really got me going into music, and I really wanted to learn to play guitar. And I had an older brother, actually, who was kind of the musical prodigy in the family, and he was taking piano lessons, and my mother used to sit with him and help him practice. And I wanted to play guitar, and they made me wait like 2 years, I guess probably because they thought my hands weren't big enough, and they didn't think of getting me a children's-sized guitar. And I finally started practicing. You know, nobody ever sat with me to practice. I didn't even know how to practice. So, you know, that didn't work out. And then, like I said, I'd rather play sports. So I went into, you know, I spent most of my time playing sports. And I didn't pick up the guitar again until after I went up to college. And then finally my brother taught me like some basic chords, and I'd mess around with the guitar from time to time until I eventually got serious about songwriting years later. But, you know, that's another story which I'm actually telling bit by bit on my TikTok profile. So thank you, Soph, for the like. And anyway, it's been great being live with you all. And I will hopefully see you next time.